When there's a war on, you gotta have a fight song, from high school football to the Marine Corps. When I reflect on how this so-called war on women is misappropriated against us Christian conservative Republicans, I hope y'all will consider that nobody comes even close to the hate-filled tracks of F-word, that B-word, slap that H-word with my D-word laden songs of battle that comes out against women from the liberal-dominated entertainment industry. Especially the latest battle speech from this demonic skankybus called Azealia Banks, who had such hateful things to say against Sarah Palin that it stopped just short of Azalea's head spinning around with green barf spraying out of her face like a dang yard sprinkler. Actually, I would say that this dirty dame needs to stand in front of a yard sprinkler, but I heard that witches melt when you get water on them. But that may not be a bad thing either.
I think what's happening. Propaganda.
Sarah Palin takes on a lot of hate. And what sucks is that a lot of people hate on her just to qualify themselves. They call her stupid to make themselves seem smart. Dump trucks of hate pour down on this woman all the time, from the left and from the right, and then treat her like she's supposed to be perfect. I wonder if more Republicans will stand with Palin on this, or will a bunch of them hide behind the excuse of, well, I'm done with Sarah Palin because she's backing Trump. It's so very sad that the liberals bear down on one of ours and we toss her overboard and leave her to the sharks. Had conservatives shown some backbone and pushed back when liberals showed their true misogynistic colors against Sarah Palin with their full-on mouth for war against women, and had we point out who these real haters of women are instead of letting the liberals influence many of you into judging Sarah Palin along with them, the last 8 years might have looked a little different. Liberals, again, are handing you the ball to walk across the end zone with. While liberals are accusing Republicans of being women-hating racists, Azealia Banks, just like a whole bunch of liberal America, takes a news cue from a news parody site and takes it as real news. She took some bogus statement about Sarah Palin saying something about slavery and lashes out against Sarah Palin based on a lie. And you know what a common response from conservatives is? Who cares what these people think? Just ignore them. There's more important things to worry about. And you call yourselves commonsensical. This is why liberals are taking over, because by your logic, the best way to treat an infection is to ignore it. These people have hundreds of thousands to millions of fans. Just because you don't know who they are doesn't mean that others don't. And the things you're trying to say are more important to worry about, well, the problem with that is that it's hard to get those issues handled when much of the population has been conditioned to be prejudiced against you and will stand in your way without really understanding why. Just motivated by hate. But maybe you could just try to get over yourselves and get over that Sarah's backing Trump and instead see the opportunity the liberals have presented to you and capitalize on it. Since liberals want to cry a war on women and racism so bad, let's point it out to them. Liberals think they hate Sarah Palin because she's a traitor to women and a racist. If they're looking to burn a woman at the stake for being a self-hating woman and a self-hating black person mouthing off full-blown hate speech, they need look no further than Azealia Banks, who since her hate speech attack on Sarah Palin recently gave a pathetic apology. She even tried to say that woman to woman, she was just joking. The only joke there is Azealia thinking she's speaking woman to woman. You are no woman next to Sarah Palin. You're a spoiled, hateful child with no class. I know some people out there who think of themselves as liberal have to recognize this as actual hate speech. You can't get me to believe that a light is not gonna go on with some liberals. They'll have to snap out of it at some point if conservatives will stop being such a bunch of cynical, butt-hurting, defeatist grumblers. A woman wishing for another woman to be violently raped? Really? And we on the right are accused of hating women? Do I really have to remind you that where liberals are is where you have to have no rape zones and anti-rape watches? Not where conservatives are, but where liberals are. And here it is, you have Azealia Banks promoting rape and violence as she passes out judgment against Sarah Palin on false pretenses, like it even matters. You don't encourage rape, period. Not only is Azealia Banks the true hostile combatant in the war on women, she's also the actual racist, because according to her, the best way to truly defile a woman is for her to be raped by a black man. Her statements are a projection of her own sentiments that blacks are inferior. And she goes even further to express derogatory descriptions of black men to further assert what makes black men so detestable to her. She wants white people to hate blacks as much as she does, and vice versa. She's a sick, confused, and conflicted bigot. Liberals claim to be against hate speech, but don't protest this woman who makes a living using hate speech, as she has a hate fetish. She's the one with the hate problem, not Sarah Palin. I've met Sarah Palin. She's a very gracious, friendly, sweet, and engaging lady who, despite having so much going on for her and against her, even took time out to show love to my band. A lot of people who've been watching my show for a long time don't even know I'm in a band, even though I have instruments in the background with my band's banner. But all they want is red meat politics. And I appreciate that they tune in my observations, don't get me wrong. But it's like too many keep overlooking the importance of connecting with the culture to promote the message, where the liberals have so very well succeeded to our nation's peril. And that's one of the reasons why I really dig Sarah Palin. She gets that. So you can keep letting liberals support people like Azealia, who basically says Bristol Palin could learn from listening to her music. By Azealia's admission, her music is meant to be influential. My band is just trying to do its little part to get in the way of such influence. Banks says Palin can't hold her accountable for free speech. Yeah, but let's see if liberals will hold her accountable for hate speech. I'm Alfonso Rach with ZoNation, and I pray that Azealia Banks be deeply baptized in a lake of liquid laxatives so she can spray fart them demons she's got swarming around in her angry bowels. Seriously though, I hope she receives the Lord's peace. Demonic skanky